how I first met you was a complete fluke, but I decided I needed to try and lose some weight because I was told that I needed to do that to try and avoid having hip replacement surgery. I really have gone through a transformation, not just losing the weight, but going from being essentially immobile and inactive and at significant risk for a number of health issues to being fit, strong, active, able to hike, bike, and basically do everything that I want to do, and also be uber healthy now according to my doctors. And I did that all working with Brian and his team at Thrive.
Well, I was out of the game for a little while. I wasn't doing a lot of exercise, and then I felt like I needed to get strong again. And so I started doing some yoga, but I really felt like I needed something extra. I needed something personal, one-on-one with people, and so when I came to Thrive, it was great. I got that one-on-one kind of assistance, and I feel a lot stronger. So I've noticed a lot of things. I've noticed that my core is getting stronger, that my glutes are getting stronger. I can feel that every day, and that feels good. I'm able to run a lot longer now in just a short period of time. Like, I've really noticed a really big difference, and so it gives me that more motivation to continue doing it and get ready for summer.
I've tried just about everything to get well and get healthy, and I really had a rough time finding something that worked for me. I ended up at Thrive because I followed Brian, essentially. There just came a moment where I felt I was desperate for an answer, and I thought Brian was the one person who was going to be able to help me. So I've started here, and I'm stronger and I'm healthier, and I understand so much more about who I am and what I need and what the journey looks like. I still have a lot of work to do and a long journey ahead, but I feel great about being here. I think the great thing about the members that I've met is that people have a genuine interest in one another, and we pay attention to what each other's doing and where we're struggling, and there's always the cheerleading that happens from the mats while you're watching somebody, hang for the first time or lift that extra weight or whatever it is they're doing, and that's amazing. Something that makes Thrive different is that Brian and Francis have refused to give up on me, and that no matter what the challenge has been, from the moment that I first called Brian and was desperate for an answer to today, where I'm strong and I'm starting to get it and it's starting to come together, he never gave up on me. I never had that anywhere else.
Well, my wife started here first and really loved it and kept telling me that I should try it. I've hit the other side of 40 now, and we've got 2 kids, and so things like going out and playing hockey with the guys or joining the soccer team, that's a lot tougher to do. The scheduling is more difficult. So I needed to do something to get back to being healthy, right? I gained weight and I didn't feel great all the time, so I started, and here I am. I think physically, there's a real difference in like the size of some of my body part. Like, my shoulders are broader. I think even my daughter is 8 years old and said, "Your shoulders are really bigger now." My arms are bigger. My legs are stronger. I have a lot less pain than I did before. I had a lot of back pain before, and so that's going away. My flexibility is much better because we did a lot of work on that to start. I feel stronger, right? And I think it wasn't part of the plan, but I like seeing myself in the mirror more now, right? I like being in better shape. So I think just mentally, it's a better place to be when you wake up in the morning.
Before I started at Thrive, my nutrition was pretty poor. I did a lot of sports, bike riding, skiing, swimming, but I wasn't a member of a gym. And Thrive was suggested to me by my physiotherapist after a couple of car accidents, and that's where it all began. I'm more confident. I just feel good about myself. Still have a ways to go with the weight, but clothes fit better, getting into a size smaller, but I just feel good. My energy is back, I'm able to do things, I'm so much healthier. All my injuries I'm about 95% there, and it's a big part of being at Thrive Fit that has helped. I'm 68, and life starts to change at this point, and I want to be that really active 90-year-old out there still in the ski hills or swimming or riding their bike, and I don't want to be home just reading books. I want to be active, I want to be healthy, I want to have good nutrition, and we're all living a little bit longer, and so we need to be really healthy and fit.
So before joining Thrive, what was your background experience with fitness?
I always enjoyed working out, and I've always wanted to work out more, but I've always been delayed with procrastinating all the time. When I was younger, Jasmine, I used to work out a lot more when she was 7, 8 years old. Now she's 16, and she said to me one day, I used to look up to you, and I didn't understand why. And she says, you don't work out, you don't do things for yourself anymore. And that made me realize that I need to focus more on me, and that it's empowering her to see that I can do something for me, make change.
So how have your goals impacted on other things like confidence, motivation, self-image?
I feel that my confidence is there. I feel like when I go out, I want to dress better, present myself, feel better. I laugh more. I enjoy life more.
Basically, I had gastric bypass surgery 18 months ago. I had no fitness level whatsoever. I basically came from a point where I would come outside with my senior dog and we would sit and watch the cars go by. So I was doing no walking whatsoever because my dog didn't want to walk. Physically, I've been getting a lot stronger. I used to have a hard time, especially with my lower back and knees. I couldn't get off the floor without assisting myself either with an elbow on an extra couch or chair. Now I can do that more or less unassisted. Well, the fact that it is such a small group of people, and it's a small room, no equipment, no music. I did one workout with that did have the traditional loud music, one assistant with the other assistant sort of doing the moves and all that sort of stuff, and I sort of killed myself laughing because it was like, oh my goodness, this is so Hollywood, and Brian and Francis are certainly not Hollywood, they're down home.